Alrighty, YouTube, my fellow comrades, my fellow squidlets. JJ here. Just living my best life. Just wanted to give you a little breakdown of the bike I just bought. So I'm a fairly new rider, and what I really wanted to do was I really wanted a 600. Really did. I wanted a 600 or a 1000. So essentially, I wanted a super sport from one of the big companies like Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, or what's the other one? Suzuki. Yeah, I wanted one of those, and I looked and I started researching. I grew up on dirt bikes, and I've always loved dirt bikes. I had a 125, I had a 450, I've had four-wheelers too. Anyway, but I had a big break in that. Like, I had a period of my life where I wasn't buying much of anything, but that's something we can get into later. But anyway, sorry, I'm hitting my cigarette because I'm a smoker and I plan on dying from it, just so all you fucks know. I'm gonna just set y'all right here while I talk. Anyway, ooh, y'all saw that. Anyway. So yeah. Ooh, there I am. Face reveal. Whoop! Gone. Anyway. So, yeah. I've had a lot of life experiences. But anyway, moving on. Anyway, so I love this bike, I wanted a 600, like I said. Where was I? I wanted a 600 or a 1000. And it was probably way too much fucking bike for me, because like I said, I've grown up on dirt bikes and I knew a lot about motorcycles, because I'm weird and I kind of do research before I buy something. So I found out, man, I went through all these phases where I wanted a super sport, and then I thought about getting a Harley, like a little Sportster. I had people talking me into this and that. Looking at price range, I only had about $4 to $5 grand to spend anyway. So and I was saving up. I could have saved up more, but I kind of wanted what I wanted when I wanted it. So I went ahead and bought something. I bought this, which I did a lot of research. You know what I mean? I needed a beginner bike. That's the bottom line, because I'm kind of an idiot, and I get something, I get a little confident on it, and I fucking usually am a little bit crazy. Like this bike, dude, I run the piss out of this bike. We're bouncing off the rev limiter all day long. So anyway, what was I gonna say? I just wanted to give you a little short spiel. I ended up really loving the naked uprights once I got doing some more research. I really wanted an FZ07. Couldn't find one of those for the price that I had. We're at this beautiful park, by the way. This is a park near my house called Sycamore Trails. If any of you are familiar with boring old Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, represent OH. All right, oh. Anyway, so yeah. I don't know if y'all like this bike. It's pretty fucking cool, man. It has a pretty fat back tire. I don't know it's like a 180, I think. Could be. I'll probably get corrected in the comments, so y'all fucks can tell me all about how wrong I am. I did not want a 250. I'll tell you what I didn't want. I didn't want a 250, and I sure as fuck didn't want a 250. And I definitely did not want a 300. I looked at a Ninja 400. That looked like to be a pretty cool bike. Because you see, the thing is, you can get them for like $2-3 grand, man. Nice, like a couple years old, 3,000, 4,000 miles on them. So that's the problem. See, I found a couple super sports, but they'd be like 5 to 10 years old, and they'd have 20, 30, 40, even 40 some thousand miles on them. Which, dude, I think you could get a gem there, but you could also get burnt. So I was like, I didn't end up doing that. Anyway, so. Man, I really want an FZ07. Now, after getting this bike, I really want an MT. Well, I guess the new ones, Yamaha makes what's called an FZ07, an FZ09, and what is it? It's called an FZ10. I think they're called MTs now. So like they make an MT03, an MT07, an MT09, and an MT10. And you can kind of do the math. The 07 is like a 600 and some cc. The 09 is like almost a 900, and the 10 is a 1000. So, but these naked uprights, what they're doing with them is they tune them down, and like instead of all the power being in the top ass end, so you got to rev them out, to 6, 7, 8, 9,000 RPM before they even want to come out and play. These naked uprights they're tuned down. They give you a lot more usable power. So the 1000, instead of topping out at 230 miles an hour, it it's fucking got some ass in grunt. It probably only goes 150, but it fucking, dude, it'll get there. It'll smoke a fuck on any place that you're riding that requires any sort of skill that's not in a straight line, like twisties, and turning and stuff, and these country roads, man, they're just awesome, dude. It's fucking amazing to lay the bike down. I'm not saying I'm out here dragging knee, but damn, like, it is so much fun, more fun to go on these twisty, turny roads and like use your clutch and your gears to like be a proficient rider, as opposed to fucking going fast in a straight line. Why don't you get a stupid Hayabusa if you're gonna go fast in a fucking straight line, you fags. If you like Hayabusas, get the fuck off my channel. Anyway, I like them too. I'm just playing. I'm messing with you. I think they're pretty cool. I wouldn't own one. I looked at one the other day, and it's massive, man. This bike, I'm 5'7", and like 180, and man, dude, like maybe I'm 5'8", dude. I don't know. On a good day, I'm 5'8", but you know, I'm not that tall. And fucking this bike, dude, I can flat foot. This bike is a monster, dude. It is fun. It's a Cr500f. Dude, look, listen to me, dude. See, I'm already fucking up. I'm a little nervous in my first video. It's a CB. I'm used to dirt bikes. It's a Cb500f. So the way I see what this bike is, a 450 dirt bike. It's got a little bit more power, so it's got a little more top end than that. It tops out at about 110 miles an hour. I think I've got it up to 107. I think it could go a little bit more. It's got plenty of pull on the highway, and I'm gonna do some videos where I ride it, and I'm gonna start it up for you and stuff. Dude, this is a beautiful bike, man. Everything about this bike is awesome. I love the accents. I love the way it looks, man. Like I said, it's a Cb500f. It's a great beginner's bike. It's the first street bike I've ever owned. And dude, it is amazing. It is the coolest thing I've ever owned, for sure. And I'm gonna do lots of videos, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna track my progress, because I'm a new rider. And probably here soon, like I'll probably get a bigger bike. But right now, dude, I'm gonna show you how I run the piss out of this thing. I love this bike. It's got that Honda reliability, man. It's fucking, there's nothing wrong. I bought it. It's a 2016. I bought it. It had 4,000 miles on it. I've put about 800 miles on it. I've only had it for a couple weeks. Been a lot of rain, and I work a lot. It's got that Kaufman exhaust, that shorty. I took the baffle out. Man, that motherfucker sounds good, boy. I'll tell you what. I put the American flag on it with the blue stripe, because I know that represents police, but I think it's a cool looking flag. And I got the fireman one over here too. Yeah. And what's going on in the world, you're not going to hear much of that out of me, because that shit is annoying, and that's not what this channel is about. I don't want drama on this channel. What I want to do is just talk about bikes, and I want to talk about whatever y'all want to talk. I do concrete work too, so I might throw a little concrete work in here on my channel. But man, dude, this bike is amazing. It's a 500C. It's like a 498 or something. It's a beast, man. Let me give you a little breakdown of what this bike does, dude. It's from 0 to 100 miles an hour. It is a monster, dude. It's got such a linear power band, so it's so user friendly for a new rider. You're not gonna, first gear is really short, and you're not gonna accidentally flip your bike by giving it too much in first gear. So it's the master of the mid-range, dude. And when I say mid-range, I don't just mean the rev range. I mean your mile per hour too. And I know that sounds weird, and that's not generally compared like the way rev range would be. But so your miles per hour, it comes off the line quick. Don't get me wrong. It's 0 to 60 is probably in like 3 and some change, dude. It's quick, man. But so from I'd say, but what I mean is it's got a really safe. So it's safe for a guy who's like me, who's like fairly new to riding, yet I'm also not a pussy. So I ride this motherfucker, and I'm not going to get in too much trouble. Now, this bike will kill you, I promise. It goes from 0 to 100 miles an hour really fast, you know what I mean? And really, it's all usable power. You can throw it around, and you can drop this bike. You can drop your knee on it, dude. It's a fucking monster. I absolutely love it. I'm going to start it up for you, and I'm going to make some more videos. This is my first one, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about this bike and a little bit about me, get you introduced to my channel. My name's John, and I want to track my progress for you guys and see what you guys think. I want you to give me some tips and stuff, and I'm going to, this is just a video on my phone. I'm going to throw my GoPro together soon, and we'll take some riding videos, and I'll show you the roads out here and how fucking hard I ride this thing. It's so fucking awesome, man. But yeah, let's look at the display a little bit. So when you turn it on, it's got a cool little display. It gives you everything you need. You got a fuel gauge. It's got miles per hour, it's got the time, and it's got, I've put almost 1,000 miles on it. I think it had like 420 or some shit, I don't know. But I've put some miles on it, look. So, and my oil gauge, it just comes on when it turns right off. You start it. Dude, this motherfucker is mean, boy. I'll tell you what, this dude, I ain't never, when they started this bike, when I bought it, I couldn't believe how good it sounded. It pops it, dude, I love it. Fucking mean, dude, it's a machine. So anyway, I'm gonna get going here. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Peace out.